side where it's...
Yup, ano yun? Good afternoon, guys! It's 2:22 p.m. here in the Philippines. It's me, Chema Quigan. For today's video po, ang gagawin namin ngayon ay magpa-planting kami. Actually, meron na po kaming mga na tanim na. So, iaano namin sila, i-replant namin sila sa mas malaking pots para mas makahinga yung kanilang mga ugat. Okay, watch out together with my husband. So guys, ito po ang aming mga compost. Guys, pumunta muna ako sa loob. Hininaan ko muna yung aming speaker. Baka makapiright tayo. Mahirap na, di ba? Back to step 1 na naman tayo. Po, inire-replant na po ng aking asawa. Tingnan nyo po paano niya hawakan. Handle with care po talaga. Yan po yung lupa namin, compost. You don't need to add any na pampataba.
Because the roots were getting too small for that. The plant pots, and then you've got let the roots grow. So we'll transplant it into a bigger. What we'll do, we've got some feed. So we'll just water that.
What type of feed you using, darling?
It's like organic. It's got organic. It's like nitrogen feed. All plants love nitrogen. It's organic. You just mix it with water. 1 tablespoon for 1 liter of water.
Okay.
And it gives it like a feed. It's like us eating a steak. Protein. This is the fertilizer. It's like food, extra protein for the plants to help them grow strong and healthy and big. And
so, how's the procedure?
This is it here. You put 1 tablespoon.
Oh, 1 tablespoon, yes.
And then you fill with water.
For how?
1 liter.
1 liter. 1 tablespoon for 1 liter.
Yes.
Is it tablespoon or just only like tablespoon?
Tablespoon.
Okay, not
roughly.
Okay.
And then you feed them when the plants are like the tomatoes are bearing fruit. They need more food, more fertilizer. So you feed them maybe twice a week with this food, and that encourages them to grow and the tomatoes to be ripe.
Okay, darling.
Because it's so hot here and the soil dries out very quickly, you've got to be careful. You can feel it if you put your finger in and it doesn't feel moist, you know the soil is dry.
Okay. So, just like that. Later on, guys, tutulungan ko rin ang aking asawa na mag-replant ng aming mga other tomatoes plants, di ba? Ang saya-saya! Guys, after 2 months ng aming pagtatanim ng aming mga tomato, ito talaga, ganyan na yung size niya ngayon. Papakita ko sa inyo. At meron ako sa presa sa inyo. Sa 2 months na guys, eto na yung kanyang itsura. At nakikita niyo may mga bulaklak, diba? Sabi ng asawa ko, yan daw yung mga magiging tomatoes. Yung pinakadulo daw ng tomato, iyon daw ay bulaklak. At meron kaming sorpresa. Ayan na sila. After 2 months guys, meron na rin kaming 3 pirasong tomato. Nakakatuwa. Dinagdagan po uli ng asawa ko ng soil para mas matatag yung ating lemon tree. Actually, itong lemon tree ko na to guys, ito ay kinuha ko lang talaga sa fresh. Yung buto niya kinuha ko sa fresh na lemon. At ito ay aking itinabi ng mga 5 araw. At pagkatapos chinek ko. At pagkatapos nun guys, ay akin na pong tinanim at eto na siya. Medyo naging busy lang kami. Kaya hindi ko siya tingnan mo. Pero bubuhayin natin yan. Kayang-kaya yan. My lemon tree. What do you have there, darling?
So I'm going to transplant one of the tomato plants because it's in a smaller pot into a bigger one so the roots can grow.
So there's something inside in your pot.
But
What
first, before you have to put stones or leaves or things in the bottom. So when you put the water in, because there's walls, you must have drainage.
Yes.
But if you didn't have the stones, when the water drains, it would pull the soil out as well.
Ah, so that's the reason.
So to stop the
That's the purpose, right?
yes, just so the water can drain, but it doesn't pull the soil out with it.
Ah, okay. Thank you for the information, love. That is the first step, darling.
And you put some soil in. You want it so that the depth of that, so by the time you put it in, is just about or just below the top of this other plant. And the thing is, if you look at here on a tomato plant, you see all these hairs.
Yes,
Well, what we can do is take these leaves off and put the soil up to here, because all these hairs, if they're under the soil, will become roots.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna discover.
So that's why it's a bit stringy, this one. So if we bury it up to there with the soil, all these will become more roots, which will make it stronger.
Okay.
So you might have to keep hold of it.
Oh, di ba tumutulong ako, guys?
So as you can see now, the pot was longer. I've put inside the soil where them hairs hopefully will grow into new roots
Okay.
and make this stronger.
Eto na siya, guys. Lagyan natin. Another one, darling.
See this one? You see all the roots? So this needs a bigger pot so it can grow. All the roots has been took all the space, so it needs to be transplanted into a larger. See all the roots? So that's took up all the space, so they need more space to grow out. This pot is too small now, it's outgrown the size of the pot. So now put it into a bigger one to allow it to grow.
Guys, I'm gonna give it a try, okay?
So just try it in, just so.
Yes, like that.
Take a little bit. Just take the stick out.
Like this, no?
Carefully, don't damage the roots. Just turn it upside. Put your finger, across it like that.
Mahirap.
Just pat. That's it.
Yeah!
So you don't damage the roots. Put it in. That's it. Then we'll put the stick. That's it. That's good. And then just put.
The soil.
Just pat it down a little bit, but not around the sides where it's.
Yeah, ano yun? I know that. I know now what is it. I know now.
What? Just right at the box, away from the roots.
I made it. And now we will feed them. As simple as like that.
We're going to have a tomato plantation.
Yes. Eto na guys, ang mga na-replant namin ng mga tomatoes. Ayan na. Pero may dalawa talagang sadyang hindi natin mapapaghiwalay na twin tomatoes. Ayan po sila. Nakakatawang tignan. Ito na ang aking lemon tree, guys. Ibinabad ko muna siya sa tubig. Kasi kailangan talaga itong lemon tree na to, kailangan may malalamigan siya. Hindi siya yung nakababad ng init.
Bye! Hope you learned something. It's very easy to do. All you need is to start off with a tomato and you can grow your own plants. I hope you've learned something and understand how you've got to transfer it when it gets bigger and bigger. It's allowed to grow and get more feed.
Yes, guys. I hope na nag-enjoy po kayo sa aming replant activity ngayong araw na ito. Napakaganda kasi ng ating panahon ngayon. Napakulimlim, kaya ito ang perfect time na i-replant natin ang ating mga halaman para lumago. At at the same time, in the future, we can harvest too also sa awan.
And also the idea is to plant the tomatoes at sequence in different times, so you'll have a harvest all the way when one harvest, the other one's coming getting ready to harvest, so you'll have plants all through the year.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Bye.
Shout out sa aking mga new subscribers dyan. Salamat po sa inyong pagtangkilik sa aking channel.
Keep safe.
Yes, keep safe everyone. God bless. Happy lang. Oh guys, pahabol. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakapag-subscribe sa aking channel,